All right, and we have some news coming in, and this is great news for India because India have beaten the third and final ODI, beating Sri Lanka by a massive 317 runs to sweep the series 3-0, chasing improbably 391 to win in the third ODI. Sri Lanka were bundled out for just 73 runs. Virat Kohli smashed an unbeaten 166 for his 46th ODI ton after Shubham Gill also got to his second ODI century. This is the biggest victory margin for any team, isn't it, Rahul? This is great news, and the victory margin is absolutely unbelievable.
Sneha, all that could go right for India went exactly to the plan. The Indian openers came out, Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill gave a good start. Shubman Gill converting that start to 100, and then comes Virat Kohli scoring his 46th ODI century and now closing in on that record of Sachin Tendulkar's 49 ODI centuries. Now it's just a matter of time before he breaches that mark, and India posting a mammoth 390 runs for just the loss of 5 wickets. And thereafter, Indian bowlers were breathing fire, especially Mohammad Siraj came out all guns blazing and had the Sri Lankan batters in a disarray right from the start, and eventually Sri Lankans were bowled out for 73. A clean sweep, a 3-0 clean sweep for India in this series augurs well for the Indian team in a year where they have to host the ODI World Cup also. And there were records galore, and majority of them came from Virat Kohli. Well, this was his third ODI 100 in last 4 innings. The last match of that Bangladesh series that India played, Virat got 100 there. Then start of this series got another 100, and then signing off the series with the 166 not out, which is now his 46th ODI 100. And you were absolutely right. This is the biggest victory margin for any team. The previous best was for New Zealand, and even that has been dwarfed now. That was 290 runs, and now India won this game by a massive 317 runs, bowling out Sri Lankans for just 73 in this third and last encounter, Sneha.
And he's really begun. Kohli essentially has begun this new year in great form, and that in a way really has continued, isn't it? It's unimaginable the number of times this man was spoken about in such a way, like almost like writing him off. And here is how he bounces back. I mean, this is great, isn't it, Rahul?
True, Sneha, absolutely right. There was a time, there was a phase when people were, talking about whether Virat is it the end of is the end near for Virat Kohli. But look at the way he has bounced back. He was getting runs, but was not able to convert those runs into centuries, which seemed at one point in time, it seemed as if was usual business for Virat Kohli. But then comes after that 100 in 2019 in Calcutta, there was a barren patch for almost 3 years where he didn't get a single 100. And look at him now. He got that 100 in the Asia Cup against Afghanistan. Thereafter, he hasn't looked back, even though he has been left out of the T20 squad. But he is proving a point every day with those hundreds and the manner in which he's getting those hundreds. So, Virat Kohli surely getting things right, and especially in this World Cup year. As far as records are concerned, we've already mentioned about it. 4600, just a matter of time before he gets those 400s and go past Sachin Tendulkar's record of 4900s. And look at the gap between the second highest ODI centuries and the third. It is Ricky Ponting, the former Australian captain, with 30 centuries, and Virat right now is standing at 46 ODI centuries. And the number of innings, Virat has played much less number of innings than the likes of Ricky Ponting or even Tendulkar for that matter. And And then victory margin, of course, the biggest ever victory margin for India. Of course, the previous best was 257 in terms of runs. Now this 317 run victory margin is the biggest, not just for India, by any team in the world. And Sri Lankans, they need, by the way, when they came here, when they arrived in India, it wasn't, the Indian cricket was looking at a transition. World Cup year, selectors were changed, and then we were looking at something new with this new setup. T20 had changed. There was the mantle was given from Rohit Sharma to Hardik Pandya.
Yes.
But normalcy may have returned with the top three scoring runs. India beating Sri Lanka, the Asia Cup champions, and Virat Kohli back among the runs with those century.
All right, certainly the day belongs to Virat Kohli. Was on fire today. I'm going to thank you, Rahul, for getting us up to speed with all of that happened in this match. Talking about Virat Kohli creating history in the third ODI in Thiruvananthapuram, smashing his 46th ODI century. He became the first player to score 10 centuries against one opponent, and he was well supported by Shubham Gill, who scored a brilliant century. Gill and Kohli's turns helped India reach 390.